Hi, my name is Atulya Menon. I am a graduate student at the University of South Florida. Today, this is the first video in the set of assignment videos for the Advanced Database Management Systems course for the Business Analytics and Information Systems program. This video will be describing the set of scenarios for basic SQL querying. We have two databases here, the Beers database and the Movies database. Following are the scenarios that I have selected out of the 10 listed. The first is to display each beer's name and the style name, irrespective of whether the style name exists or not. So I have used a select statement that selects the beer name and style name columns from the beers table, using a left outer join with the styles table on based on the condition of style ID from both tables. This ensures that all records of the beer table are present in the output, irrespective of whether a corresponding style name is present to it. The second query I've selected is to display each beer's name. A few columns, which includes the beer's name, the category name, the color, and the style name for beers that have values for category name for each of these columns. So the solution I've selected is using a simple inner join between the table's beers, categories, and colors on the columns category ID, SRM, and style ID, and given a condition, giving conditions where style ID, category ID, and Lovey Bond SRM are not null. The third query I've selected is to display each brewer's name along with the minimum, maximum, and average alcohol by volume of its beers. And the question requires us to exclude any beer with an ABV, which is the average alcohol by volume of 0. And we need to sort these in the order of the highest average ABV first. So I've written a select statement that selects each of these columns, each of these aggregate queries, along with the name of the brewer from the two tables beer, joining it on the brewery's table, on the brewery ID from both tables. And I've given a where clause which excludes all ABVs which are not equal to 0. And I group it by name, and since we have the aggregate function which requires a group by expression in the predicate, and I order it by the average ABV in the descending order. The fourth query that I've selected is to display all beer names that belong to a category with a name containing the word lager in it. So I have used the wildcard character percentage, which selects the word, which selects only those beer names that have the word lager in it. And I've used an upper query on the column category name so that we can eliminate any discrepancies that may arise due to a difference in the upper or lower case of the text. Also, this question requires us to display alcohols that have a volume of ABV above 8. And so I've added a condition of ABV greater than or equal to 8. And in order to arrange these beer names alphabetically, I've ordered by the beer name in the ascending order. Now, moving on to the movies database, the first query I require to solve here is to display name of all movies that have an IMDb rating of at least 8 with more than 100,000 IMDb votes and which were released from between 2007 and 2013. And I have to arrange these in the order of the IMDb ratings. So I've selected the film title, IMDb rating, IMDb votes, and the release date from the movies table. And I've given all these conditions in the where clause, using in particular a between clause to select dates between 2007 and 2013. The second query I've selected is to display each movie's title and total gross, where the condition has been given that total gross is the USA gross and worldwide gross combined. So I have used I've used the addition function in the select statement, such that I've created a new column called total gross, which is the sum of the USA gross and the worldwide gross from the movies table. And the condition requires us to exclude movies that do not have a value for either of these gross values. So I have written a where clause that eliminates this condition, and I've ordered these by the highest grossing movies in the descending order. Third query I've selected is to display the titles of movies where either Tom Hanks or Tim Allen were cast members. And each movie title should be shown only once. So I've used a distinct statement for this particular clause, which will select only a distinct film title. From the two tables which are joined here using an inner join, movies and cast on the film ID, such that the cast member falls in either Tom Hanks or Tim Allen. Um, the next query I've selected is to display each movie along with its title, the year, and the number of cast members that were a part of this movie. So this requires a join between the movies table and the casts table, and I'm asked to exclude movies with 5 or fewer cast members. For this, I have used the count of cast member clause in the having statement. Um, and I've ordered this by the members in the descending order first, and then followed by the film year and film title in the corresponding ascending order of names. Lastly, I've created two queries of my own. These are the following scenarios. First, to display the movies where IMDb rating is more than 5 and films were first rated after Jan 1, 2014. For this, I have used a select statement on these columns and I've pulled IMDb rating and first rated from the fan ratings table. So for this, I've joined movies with fan ratings on the film ID, and where the IMDb rating from the fans table is greater than 5, and it was first rated after 1st January 2014. Then the second scenario I've created is to display movies that are either screenplays or articles. Screenplays or articles comes from the document column, which is present in the writers table. So I've joined movies to writers, selected these columns, selected the film title and document from both these tables. I've joined them on the film ID, and I've selected documents which fall within screenplay or article. Thank you.